Hi, my name is Jennifer Evans. I am in group 4, and we decided to do pro versus con argument between releasing prisoners who have already been in prison for marijuana. I'm doing the con side of the argument against legalizing marijuana, whether to release prisoners who have been convicted of possession of marijuana before it was made legal or to keep them in prison. Marijuana laws. Should we forgive those who broke the law before it was changed? How can this affect us as far as our community and also economically? So today I will discuss why the individuals who have been imprisoned in the past for marijuana should continue out their sentence, whether or not the state they're living in has moved to make marijuana legal. First, I will talk about how the individual who has been in prison for marijuana came to that point. As far as the laws of possession of marijuana, some states have a certain allowance for how much you're allowed to have on them, and then some states have a zero tolerance policy, and obviously some states now are legal to sell marijuana and have possession of marijuana. I know you have to have a license to sell, but as far as everything else is legal. Now, as far as the individuals who have been in prison for marijuana, this is not a one-time occurrence for them. They have been arrested and convicted multiple times. I was reading an argument about a man who lives in Colorado. The article was called What Should Happen to Colorado Marijuana Users Busted Before the Stuff Was Legal. Now, this individual, guessing he was at a younger age and he was working at Domino's, and he wanted to make a little extra money on the side, so he decided to start selling marijuana. And he decided to start to sell little stuff here and there, and it just got bigger, and he was arrested with pounds of marijuana. Now, he immediately was convicted and did his time. He got out and he wanted to start his life over. He wanted to start fresh and get back into everything, and didn't want to do anything illegal with marijuana. Well, he got arrested again. And so over the years, he got arrested multiple times for marijuana. So 9 times out of 10, these are not one-time occurrence individuals. This is a multiple thing. They have been arrested, they have been convicted, and then they will eventually get sentenced. Now, there are also different reasons these people are in prison for marijuana. As I said, there's possession, there's selling, there's use of marijuana, and so as far as economically, okay, so say we decide to, that we're going to release these people, or look into their cases to release these people that have been in prison for marijuana. Now, one of the reasons that people wanted to make marijuana legal was because they said it was too much money to keep these people in jail. You know, half our prisons are filled with people who have been arrested and convicted for marijuana crimes, and it takes up too much space in our jail. Our jails are overpopulated, and it's too much of the taxpayers' money to be keeping these people in jail for marijuana crimes because it's so simple of a crime. It's a pointless crime, is what they were saying. So say we decide to look at every single one of these people's cases. Like I said, that's over half of the jails in all of these states, or the states that have been made legal. So we're going to look at just possession, just selling, just the use, or are we going to do all three? Now, as far as possession, if we look into possession, are we going to let everyone go, or are we going to look and say, okay, we'll do a cutoff of a certain amount? These people had to be only carrying this much amount to be let go. Same as selling. These people had to be selling a certain amount, or to a certain individual, or to a certain age of an individual. And use, same thing. Do we have limits? Do we have cutoffs for these rules? And so this is all going to take time. We're going to have to look into every single case, every single person in all of these states, or even if we choose individual states. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of money to be paying all these individuals to be doing this, and it's going to be government money more than likely. So once again, all our money. And so we decide that we are going to release these people, or we pick and choose these people. So they're going to be released. Do we expunge their record? Or do we let them go on and have this on the record but say that they were released because of the law is now made legal? Whatever the case, all these things are going to have to be decided. That's a lot of time, it's a lot of money, it's a lot of new rules and everything to be put in place. Now, as affecting us as a community. Now, even though these individuals were arrested and put in jail, they're not for violent crimes, but they still could be a threat to the community. Now, you know, if these, most of the time, people who are, once again, I said, imprisoned, and this is a reoccurrence for them, when they get out, you know, they're not going to just all of a sudden decide that they're going to keep going back to their regular life, and they might, you know, smoke or sell or whatever the case, and they might do that. They might just, that's all they want to do. But most of the time, people who are actually criminals, they want to always go above and beyond the law and try to make themselves more money, go around and make a loophole. So they would still try to do that. Still, even if it is illegal, they would still try to make a way around it to make them more money or to make them more product. Whatever it is, these people could still be a threat to a community because they could be selling or giving weed to your children, you know, and the whole lacing thing, lacing marijuana, that's a whole nother ballgame. They could be lacing these things to make more money and selling to your children. So today I talked about how an individual became imprisoned for marijuana, how that could affect us as a community or economically. Yes, I know legalizing marijuana has a lot of advantages, but it also has a lot of disadvantages and a lot of things that we would have to work through and look through in order if we're going to release these individuals who have already been imprisoned. And I think looking into the effect of our community is a big one, as far as these actual criminals being put on the street and back with all of our children and all of us. So it's definitely something we all need to think about. Thank you.